Alright, I'm just down here taking a look, trying to see if I can find my arrow. Ah, here we go, right here, right here. Oh yeah. That looks good, got some good blood spread. It's dried up already, but that looks really good. Totally soaked, so. Like I said, I'm gonna back out of here. I'm gonna slip out of here and give him a little bit of time, just by the way he acted. But I watched the shot back, it looks good. Alright. Well, she's obviously dried up now, but we gave it right about 4 hours from the shot. And from his reaction, I needed to do that, but got Justin here, brother-in-law, running the camera for me. And we're just gonna follow where he went. I know where he bedded up, so hopefully he's right there. I got another couple buddies up on the hill watching, so we're gonna take it easy and see if we can get in there. I'll have another arrow ready, but looked at the footage, it looked good, so should be laying right there. Rip that limb off. Seems like every year it's got to regrow.
Well, I just saw a little bit of wheat.
It had to have been him.
The 10.
Yeah.
The 10.
Yeah. He had a little bit of a lighter colored rack.
Yeah.
Which I don't know.
On tips.
Do you want to look at it again?
It's hard to tell because being out here in
because
the
there's
sun.
there's a white colored 10 in here that I passed up this morning, but he has a broken G2. Did you see both sides?
This didn't look like it had any broken time.
Okay, well have you seen the
I
shot?
want to see it again.
Let's watch it. Not sure if you caught any of that right there, but Wade was up here on the hill, and I guess we got pretty close there. Right when we first got down here, there was quite a few deer scattered off in the same direction, so that's the only good thing. I don't know, man. Watch the shot back. I still think it looks good. And I'm just in shock. Not really much of a blood trail at all to follow. We found his tracks and followed him, but we got down there. I don't know. We're probably 400 yards from the shot, 300 maybe, 350, somewhere in there. But Wade saw him get up right in front of us, and he said he was pretty slow getting out of there, but he jumped the fence, and we're gonna let him go. I'm guessing one lung and liver now, looking at it, but looking back on it, it looked good. So if that's the case, they say six plus hours. So I'm gonna go back and take a look at that again, and just kind of regroup and see what we can do from the other side and get him back out this way if he is still alive, because it's 60 degrees, so we had to get in here and try to look, but never would have thought we'd be this far. Well, the drama continues. A little bit of a sleepless night last night. Talked to a bunch of friends, and looking at the shot, I'm pretty confident it was a liver hit only, no lungs. It really still shocks me. You learn something new every year on these deer, but some people are saying, for sure 6 hours. We didn't give him long enough yesterday when we looked, but I'm worried about the meat. Obviously shouldn't worry about if he's still alive, I guess, but it got up to 60 degrees yesterday, so that concerned me, but ended up letting him go overnight, so he's had to have had enough time now. I mean, right now we're going on 24 hours, so if he did for some reason we thought we jumped him up, and honestly, yesterday in the evening I went over to the other side on the neighbor. He was nice enough to let me go in there and stalk the creek. Well, when I got to the spot where we thought we saw that buck that Wade ended up seeing on the hilltop, where he jumped in, I'm pretty sure, because we kicked up the buck with a broken G2 that I passed up, I'm pretty sure that was just that same deer. He just holds tight. You know, he held, I got to within 40 yards of him being pretty loud in that creek, but this morning I'm going to sweep around and go to where I left off last night and try to keep it out here in the draws, because it's like Dance with Wolves country out here where I hunt. It's just, I would much rather take my chances out here. The grasses are short this year. We don't have much rain, and they'll stick to these draws, and if he's liver hit, I think he'll go to water. There's a couple little water sources, so stay tuned, cross your fingers. I'm praying to find this because I'm sick. That's the last thing I thought I would have to be worrying about is tracking this deer. Felt really good on the shot, so that's how it goes. Got a couple deer over in that far draw, and I think he honestly might have slipped up into that draw yesterday when we lost blood, so we might have been on a totally different track. We didn't have blood beyond that split, so maybe he's up there. A lot of deer spend time up there, so I'm hoping that's where we'll find him. Oh, that's kind of my worst nightmare right there. It's gonna make me sick if this deer's right here. I just jumped a coyote right out of this grass, right here. I mean, this is every bit of, at the most, 75 yards from where we walked through in the ditch split. Man. I want to find him, but that right there is not a good sign. That coyote held tight, and right up here in this grass, and I'm actually on a big set of tracks right here. I just wish after we jumped that other buck, I wish we'd have came up this draw. Gosh, man, you learn stuff every year. I'm just sick about that. I'm hoping. I want to find him, so it's kind of a decent sign, but I just don't want to lose meat, man. That's going to be... I just can't see why that coyote would have held so tight. We'll walk up and take a look. God dang it, there he is right there. Yep. Oh man, you just learn so much stuff. I can't believe it. I'm looking over to where where we last were in this draw over here. Well, here he is. Unfortunately, it's the next morning. Looking at the shot, originally I thought it was a great shot, and you learn things every year, and unfortunately this year I got to deal with the liver only, no lungs. But you just got to give them time, and unfortunately, out here it's hard to do when you got coyotes, and you got to hold them a little bit, but I think we, did the right thing. Unfortunately, as the story went, you saw that we ended up going down a draw and we kicked up another buck, and I definitely don't blame our spotter, the guy that was spotting on the hill. I'm glad we had somebody up there, but he saw a buck get up that held tight, and he thought for sure, since all the other deer ran out so early, that it had to be probably this one. But anyway, really learned some tough lessons every year, and the lesson here probably was that I should have come back, and it wouldn't hurt to look back the opposite way that deer went. And there was a draw where we split and lost blood. It's not even, like I said there on the video, it's maybe 75 to 100 yards to the east, and there's deer up in here all the time. I should have known better. I should have come up here and looked, and maybe he was still alive then. I'm thinking he was, as he's not real stiff this morning, and I think I possibly could have got another shot at him, but I hate to think about bumping him. I know we thought we bumped him on the other spot, but really cool buck. Not my biggest deer ever, but it was neat how he come into the rattling. I was trying to get a better look at that 6x5 that had the broken G2 that I passed probably a week ago or so. Passed him up, and this guy, came in with behind another buck that when I tried to rattle to call him, because he wasn't wanting anything to do with the can or the grunt, and it was almost like he got beat up in a fight. Who knows? This guy here might have fought him broken tines, but they come in on a string, you know, they come right to the rattle on that smaller buck. He's going to be a good deer in a couple years, but this guy was right behind him, and he was too good. This year's been pretty tough, and I was, you know, getting pretty worn out, but not disappointed at all. You know, you have different firsts, and rattling one in is definitely a cool experience. But learned a tough lesson on the tracking job, but glad to at least know where he's at. Unfortunately, season's over, but it was a good one. You know, we had a lot of cool encounters and some pretty wild hunts. So every year you look forward to it, but it's kind of nice to get tagged out too. So good year.